The crystal glasses clinked as laughter rolled through the private dining room. The billionaire leaned back in his chair, wiping wine from his lips before tossing half a bread roll across the table. It smacked into the waitress's tray, knocking a plate to the floor. The whole room went quiet for a heartbeat, then he laughed, loud and cruel. "Pick it up," he said, waving his hand like she was nothing. "That's all you're good for anyway." The waitress froze, shoulders stiff, but she didn't bend down. Instead, she set the tray on the table, looked him dead in the eye, and said calmly, "I won't clean up your disrespect. But I will clean up your reputation." He frowned, confused, but the guests shifted uneasily. One of them whispered, "What does she mean?" The billionaire sneered, "You think you've got power here? You're just a server." That's when she pulled her phone from her apron and pressed play. The room filled with his own voice from earlier in the night, slurs, insults, threats, every second captured on her microphone. Gasps spread through the room as she held it high for all to hear. "You wanted to humiliate me in front of an audience," she said evenly. "Now the world will be your audience." The billionaire lunged across the table, but cameras were already up. His guests weren't laughing anymore, they were recording. And for the first time, his face showed something he thought he'd never feel in public: fear. The billionaire's hand froze in midair when one of his own guests grabbed his wrist. "Don't," the man muttered, shaking his head. Phones were everywhere now, their red record lights burning hotter than the chandeliers. The waitress didn't flinch. She slid her phone back into her apron and said in a steady voice, "You thought I was powerless because I wear an apron. But this apron comes off when my shift ends. My badge doesn't." The billionaire blinked, thrown off. "Badge? What badge?" She reached into her pocket, pulled out a slim leather case, and flipped it open, FBI credentials gleaming under the light. The entire room gasped. "You've been under